What's up, everybody? This is Johnny Basement, and we're back here in the basement for the New York Knicks versus the Dallas Mavericks. We're getting in here tonight. We're going to hopefully win this game. The Dallas Mavericks have been completely, completely depleted. They haven't had anything going on as of late. So this is a little bit of a, I mean, I could say this should be an easy win. Whether it is or not, I don't know. We all know how it goes with the Knicks. So a little bit interesting start. We'll see what happens tonight because we all know ever since the Luka trade, there has been absolutely nothing going right for the Dallas Mavericks. Anthony Davis is back, but he is going to be out in back-to-back games right now. So I'm just still setting up, guys. You already know how it goes. We're in the basement. Don't get any lower than that. So it's been absolutely crazy right now. The Knicks should win, but I mean, goodness gracious, man, we have dumped a couple to some teams we should not have dumped to. I mean, we have dumped some bad ones lately, man, and we even blew a 33-point lead the other night against the Washington Wizards. 33-point lead in the third quarter. We won the game, but it's just a point that I mean, goodness gracious, man, 33 points went all the way down to 4 points out of nowhere. They went on like a 42-13 run or some crazy thing like that. So we'll see what happens here, man. But as of right now, the Knicks really need to win this game. We're already in the playoffs. Not worried about that. It's we need Brunson back, but I mean, if we're just sitting in third place, which I believe we're just going to be until the season's over, right? So I wouldn't worry too much about it. One second here. I don't know what's going on. There we go. And how about there? All right. I'm rusty, guys. You already know it. Important date today is the what, 25th? All right. This is everything I forgot to do yesterday. So let's see. Looking good so far. I hope everybody's doing well tonight. I'll see you guys in a second here. Let me. Okay. All right. Hey, there we go. How about having your monetization on? Boy, they really changed this up. They have really changed this up on me. A little crazy. And looks like we're good now. All right. How about them apples? Boy, you take off a little time off, you get very rusty, and we all know what happens here in the basement anyway. Who we got? Gunner, OG Cellar Dweller accounted for. Gunner's in the basement. Rock in the basement. Basement boss, my honey's in the basement. Andre, let's go Knicks. Yes, Andre, thanks for always supporting the channel, man. Much appreciated. Quick, another Cellar Dweller in the basement. What is going on? And Bruin, OG Cellar Dweller, and both basement bouncers are here. Bruin and one faded Gunner. Oh, wow, Gunner. I don't think I've called you by your full name in here in a long time. What is happening? We got the Knicks tonight. This is a game you can't lose. They only got Klay Thompson. Ever since they got rid of Luka, which was insane. But anyway, ever since they got rid of him, Kyrie Irving tore his ACL. He's gone. They just went downhill. They're 2 games below 500 right now. And then they get Anthony Davis, who gets hurt right away. He came back yesterday, but he won't be playing tonight. So it's just crazy. Just crazy. Yeah, I saw that, Gunner, in the Discord. Russell Wilson to the Giants. Is that a good thing? It's not the worst, but it's not like he was in. Yeah, this is like his third team in or 4 years. Am I right? Third team in 4 years. Denver, he played 2 years, right? Then the Steelers, and now the Giants. It's crazy, but it is what it is, right? I mean, it was weird. I don't know why I did that. I'm Rusty Gunner. I was like, one faded Gunner. Why did I read your whole name? That is really weird. I won't do that again. That was too strange. Anyway, yeah, so they got Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston. They should have a quarterback. Who would you guys who would you start? Russell Wilson or Jameis Winston? And I'm being dead serious. Don't you think they should have don't you think they should have a quarterback battle out of that? That would be interesting. That would be really interesting. I'm glad. I will say this, and I told you guys I'm not following anything that closely with the Jets in the offseason because I'm just waiting for week one. But I will say this, I'm really glad they kept Tyrod Taylor on the team. I really am. I'm glad they kept him on the team. I know they have Justin Fields now, bring some versatility. And I will say I do like that Aaron Glenn just said, hey, Aaron Rodgers, do what you got to do. He's the new coach there now. He doesn't have time to be waiting around. I like that. Just move on from that whole debacle. Just move on from it. So that's all I'll say on that. Aaron Glenn is a true Jet, good, great defensive coordinator. We'll see what happens. I have no anything, nothing. Don't ask me what I think their record's going to be. I don't care. I just will see what we got in week one. I'm not buying into the offseason stuff anymore. But those are the positives that I do like. I'm just talking about personal positives. Not that they're going to do anything great because I'm just not putting my brain there. Where I am putting my brain is I can't wait for the gosh, baseball season. How about that? I can't wait for the baseball season, guys. Thursday. Let's go. Yankees are back. 3:00. I will be right here in the basement. 3:00 on Thursday. Yes, yep. We will be here for the opening day. Carlos Rodon is opening up for the Yankees. What a pitching staff we have now compared to what we had coming in. Again, I'm not surprised that Gerrit Cole got hurt. We kind of saw it coming last year. That wasn't really a surprise. It's disappointing, but it wasn't really a surprise, right? But then Luis Gil's not coming back till what, July? And then Clark Schmidt is hurt. This guy seems to be getting hurt a lot lately, too. So thankfully they didn't trade Stroman because we really need him now. The kid Will Warren, well, this is your opportunity. We'll see what you got. And then they didn't get a third baseman. I love Oswaldo Cabrera, guys. Don't get me wrong. I love Oswaldo Cabrera. I do. I love him as a utility guy, though, not as an everyday third baseman. I love him as a utility guy. I didn't like the fact that we were sticking with DJ LeMahieu anymore. I mean, he's another Yankee I love, but we know the last few years he's been hurt. So is it a surprise he got hurt again? No. So I have some issues with that third base corner that we have. I think Cabrera should be with us as our utility guy forever. The guy can play every position except pitcher and catcher. He can play everywhere else. I have no problems with him. Oswald Peraza had every opportunity in the world for a wide open third base. Show us what you got. The guy can't hit. He can't hit water falling out of a boat. Taking that from Pat O'Houlihan, but it's true. He can't. He can't hit water falling out of a boat, man. So Bruin is canceling the season an option. I know. I'm telling you, Gunner, it should be a fun battle. Wilson is likely the safer pick, but Winston is that high risk, high reward player. He is, and I think he's more of a team guy. I think they got Winston because he's a real team guy, which we know Russell Wilson, I mean, from everything you hear from everywhere he's been, he's not so much a team guy, right? That's just what we hear. I don't know. That's just what we hear. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, Bruin, I hear you on that, man. Canceling the season. Like I said, I'm not going with anything with the Jets. I'm not saying anything about it. It is funny to me though how now that Rodgers is out there and he's not playing for the, all of a sudden it's a great deal to have him on your team and maybe he'll go to the Steelers, but the waiting game and the whole thing, I don't know. It's crazy. Bruin. No. Come on, really? He's going to be a pitcher for who? Oh, you know what? We might have to try him out. Who's he going to be a pitcher for? Joey Gallo's like a strikeout machine. He hits a home run like for every 20 strikeouts, he hits a home run. That's crazy. Is he really? Wow, man. Well, I didn't know that. I 100% did not know that. That's funny, man. We'll have to see what happens there. But yeah, Bruin, Gunner, I don't know who's working, who's not working, but I will be here on Thursday at 3:05 when the Yankees opening day. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. That's going to be a fun day. The Knicks are already in the playoffs. The Rangers, who knows what? Well, they look like they're playing hard to get to the off season, not the postseason. It's just terrible. Terrible. I don't know how. I mean, Vancouver should be ashamed of themselves. They had 39 shots. I mentioned this yesterday, I think. 39 shots to our 12, and they lost 5-3. Give up 5 goals on 12 shots. That is bad. I don't know what I'm going to look that up right now. I'm going to look that up right now. What's your name, Bruin? Let me look that up now, man. Joey Gallo becoming a pitcher. And by the way, rest in peace, George Foreman. I must have been living under a rock the past couple of days. I didn't even know he passed. Didn't even know. Here it is, guys. Now a free agent and converting to a pitcher, Joey Gallo is a part of wild baseball history. He's one of several position players over the years to try to resurface as a pitcher. And the White Sox released him. If the White Sox don't need you, you're pretty bad, right? If the White Sox don't need you, you're pretty bad. The Knicks are about to get underway. It's really amazing how much they're missing the leadership of Jalen Brunson. They are a bunch of guys running around out there without any direction, it seems like. The past few games have just really been bad. What did he pass? Does anybody know what George Foreman passed from? I can't find anything on it. OG Cellar Dweller Manav is accounted for. Manav's in the basement. What's up, Manav? Good to have you back, brother. Good to have you back, man. Poor Joey Gallo. What? Yeah, I know the White Sox released him. You're bad if the White Sox are releasing you. That's bad. It's bad. Flip. First Aussie Dweller accounted for. Flip's in the basement. Hey, guys, we're in the basement. Bruin, the master Aussie rules. I know. Bruin out of nowhere is killing the tipping. All right, we got the tip off. Knicks got the ball. We got Payne, Hart, Bridges, Towns, and OG on the floor. That's who we got out there right now, guys. Towns with the ball. Hart lays it in. 2-0 Knicks. 2-0. Get the shutout. Manav high flip from California, USA. Manav, yes. Flip, what's going on, man? Flip, what is up with Essendon? What's up with the Bombers, man? They killed me in the tipping 2 weeks in a row. What is up with the Bombers, man? Are they going to be terrible this year? A little bit different stuff going on. Talking about kicking a guy while he's down. Yeah. That's what we do. We're in the basement. We're already down, Bruin. We're in the basement, man. Don't get any lower than that. It's what we do. That's funny. Come on, OG, get it. Hart. Kicks it back out to Towns, going for 3. From top of the key. 5-0 Knicks. They better win this game. I know we're in third. Oh, I wanted to see Jimmy Butler going back to Miami today with Golden State. He is going to get booed out of the building. I mean, he's going back to Miami tonight. I can only imagine how hard he's going to get booed. Bruin, Gunner, I'm surprised I'm doing as well as I am in the AFL league. Yeah, have you guys been watching the games? They record them if you're not. They're on FS1. They usually come on 3, 4, 6 in the morning, depending on when. But go on FS1 the Fridays and Saturdays, and they'll have the games posted. That's how I watch them. I had so many problems with the Watch AFL app last year. I'm not getting it this year. I'm going off what they have on the TV here. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not wasting my money on that app. I had a lot of problems with it last year, and I missed like 4 weeks, man. I'm paying for that? No, not doing that. So I'm going, and plus the FS1 shows all the top games anyway. Oh, I was too, Bruin. I'm just saying that's what we do. We're already in the basement, so we might as well. Might as well have Gallo come down here. I know what you're talking about. Flip, don't pick the Bombers. They are. I see that. I see that, Flip. They are completely useless to me. And I went with them. That was really bad. And I know I should have known better. It's a tough gig and need a lot of luck. It is true. Didn't look at West Coast Eagles. They almost beat Brisbane last. They almost beat my Lions last week. I was getting nervous. And I don't think anybody picked the Eagles on that game. I I don't think anybody picked them. But I mean, I was getting nervous. They were down like 56 to 20 something. Angus, another cellar dweller accounted for. Our soccer ambassador. Angus is in the basement. Raleigh, OG cellar dweller, and Marine in the basement. What is going on, Raleigh? Patriots are signing Stephon Diggs. Oh, you know what? And he couldn't do anything on the Texans last year with CJ Stroud, right? What he had? He didn't even have 500 yards receiving, did he? Did he have 500 yards receiving? I don't even think he did. I don't think he did. Now the Patriots have him. Have fun. Have fun. The Patriots are going to be terrible for a long time, and nobody cares. Hey, Bruin, how you doing? Manav, Raleigh, good in you. Oh, get that in. Raleigh, our Knicks got a win tonight. Dallas has nobody. You know, Rocco wants his TV time. Got his Knicks jersey on. Ready to rock. Ready to rock, saying what's up. Rocco is always basement strong. He is basement strong, hanging in. Yep. So Towns is at the line, 9:17 left in the first quarter. 9-5 Knicks. It's very early. We all know how this goes. Lamario, another cellar dweller accounted for. Lamario's in the basement. What's up, Lamario? What's happening, man? Did you hear, Lamario, that Stephon Diggs is now on the Patriots? Nobody cares, right? Flip, North Melbourne had a big win too. Most unexpected. Yeah, North Melbourne did too. Right. You're right. The Roos, they did have a big win. That was surprising. I lost on that one too. Like, who saw that coming? It's the Rocco cam. Yep. Daniel, what is up, Daniel, man? What's happening? Another cellar dweller accounted for. How you been, man? Good to have you back, and it's good to be back. Raleigh, Knicks can win the rest of the season, and I'm still not confident. I know. Me neither. We can't, Raleigh, we can't beat any of the top teams, man. The Cavs, the Celtics, and we don't even just lose. We get embarrassed. We get embarrassed by them. Did you see the game the other night against the Wizards? We're up by 33 points in the third quarter, and by the end of the third quarter, or at least near it, we're only up by 4. What? I know we won the game, but it's really like after you just lost to the Hornets, you lose to the Spurs, and then you almost blow a 33-point lead against the Wizards. These are doormat to worst doormat to just horrendous. So that was really bad. It was really bad. Yep. I agree, Raleigh. They can. I'm not confident either going to the playoffs at all. Just not. Really sad. I'm just not. Lamario, no one cares. For all I care, the Patriots got Patrick Mahomes and they'll still be awful. Yeah. And we all love it. We all love that the Patriots are going to be bad for a long time. And the fans will always say, hey, you guys always talk about the past, past, past. Well, you know what? You had your time. It's over. That's the past now, too. Cullen, another cellar dweller, another Aussie in the basement. What's going on, Cullen? What's happening, man? Good to see you back. Good to be back. Good to be back. The return of the whiteboard is when the Yankees come on Thursday. I'll be on Thursday. Basketball moves too fast to use the whiteboard, man. It's too fast. I'd be doing this the whole game. I could use it for soccer also. We do some soccer this weekend. We have some good games coming up too, Angus. Inter Miami's playing Philadelphia. That's a big game Saturday. That's a big game Saturday night at 7:30. Inter Miami against Philadelphia. Angus, what about Charlotte? Is Charlotte a scary team in the East or what? Angus, Charlotte is a scary team. That's a scary team, man. They're missing a lot of players during the international break, and they still scored 4 goals. That was pretty impressive. Raleigh, the Knicks make no sense this year. We look so dominant at times. The best Knicks teams I've ever seen in my life. And we lose to some of the worst. Yeah, typical Knicks. It's so true. It's so true. That lose, it's so true, man. It just, and you know it's coming. Like tonight, Dallas, even Rock and I were talking about it. And it's like Dallas is doing poorly and they'll probably beat the Knicks. It just, that's the New York thing, right? Statue of Liberty. Bring us your poor, bring us your needy, bring us your down and out. That's what the Knicks do. Bring us your needy. Come on, we'll help you out. We'll lose. Colin, I had a big weekend on the Gold Coast for my grandson's boxing bout. Wow, how did he do? How did he do, man? Love to hear about it. Lamario, yes, we do love it. All those years of domination. And then as soon as Tom Brady left, that's right. And listen, that's why I tell people I think Bill Belichick is the best defensive coordinator of all time. And I'm not saying that as a knock. What is it? The media and everybody else doesn't want to talk about it. And they say, well, you can't really count that. With Tom Brady, what was his record? Without Tom Brady, what was his record? Joe Gibbs won 3 Super Bowls with 3 different quarterbacks, and none of them were Hall of Famers. Theismann, Doug Williams, and Mark Rippon. None of those guys were Hall of Famers. He won, and I'm not saying Joe Gibbs is the greatest coach of all time. My point is Bill Belichick couldn't even win a playoff game without Brady. He only made 1 playoff game, and the Bills blew their doors off, and they only got worse. They only went worse from there. People are like, oh, you're a Jets fan. You're just talking. No, those are facts. That has nothing to do with being a Jet fan or you guys being Bills fans. These are facts. I'm not hating on the guy. I don't think there's ever been a better defensive mind the game has ever seen than Belichick. But what could he do without Brady? Nothing. Brady, what did he do? He won the Super Bowl the very next year in a COVID year. No practice with his new team. No OTAs, nothing. Your first game, no preseason. Your first game is the week 1. People are like, well, he had all those weapons. Listen, everybody wanted Belichick to win without Brady. Brady was a system quarterback. You know what? He left, and I'm not a huge Brady fan, but he left and he won. Was it Bruce Arians? Was Bruce Arians the reason that Brady won? No. Listen. The facts are the facts. The guy he made the playoffs 1 time and went downhill from there, and he ruined Mac Jones. You put Matt Patricia as Mac Jones offensive coordinator, but they don't want to rip on Belichick. They just say he's the greatest of all time. I don't think he is. Greatest defensive coach of all time. Knicks are up 20-16 right now. 6:35 left in the first quarter. Cullen, nice Cullen. Angus, Charlotte. Yeah, Angus. They are. That's the team. I don't even know if they're under the radar anymore, but that's the team to watch out for. Upcode, JT. Everybody remembers Jerry. Jerry is in the basement under the upcode. That is Jerry. Thank you again all for support last night. You will see Jerry back on with me with some soccer games and things like that. So we really appreciate it, guys. Good to see you in here, Jerry. Bruin says, what's up? Cullen did a great job. No titles for kids, but he came home with 2 trophies. Nice. Nice. That's awesome, Cullen, man. Great to see you out there supporting the grandkids too, man. That's got to be a lot of fun. Lamario, I mean, in fact, it's true. The one time they were in the playoffs, we absolutely killed them. Right. They didn't make it again. Everybody says I'm being a hater. I'm not. I'm giving facts. Joe Gibbs won 3 Super Bowls with 3 different quarterbacks, and they say it's not the same thing. It isn't, right. It isn't the same thing because he won 3 times. Theismann, Doug Williams, and Mark Rippon are not Hall of Famers. Great quarterbacks, but none of them were Hall of Famers. Period. And he found a way to work with adversity, with change, and how to develop the team around your quarterback back then. So, listen, Belichick couldn't do that, and nobody has the nerve to say it. At least not that I've heard. Anyway, Lamario, when Brady left. Yeah, that's right. Manav says, what's up to Jerry? Cullen, he certainly won over the crowd in ringside announcer. Oh, that's great. Did he really? They're shouting his name a lot. 4:45 left in the first quarter, 22 straight up. OG, well, thought about 3. Oh, that was a bad pass. Almost stolen, but went out of bounds. Almost went out of bounds. Cullen, just read that. Raleigh. Man, I'd miss Johnny going off on the Pats. Love to see this. Right. Am I lying, Raleigh? Right. Am I lying? You have to go off. And all Pat fans tell me is, well, your team sucks. No kidding. No kidding. Is that news? The Patriots did to the Jets what they couldn't do to the Giants. So they took it out on the younger brother and beat us silly. Brady was 30-7 against the Jets during that time. Big deal. The Jets sucked for most of those years anyway. Whoop-de-doo. So when they talk about their dynasty, they actually were 1-3 against the Jets and Giants in the playoffs when the Jets made the playoffs. The Jets were 1-1 against Brady in the Brady era, and the Giants were 2-0. So the Jets and Giants combined were 3-1 versus the dynasty Patriots. So we always say, we don't know what dynasty you're talking about. Never affected us. They're like, you're not a Giants fan. Well, it's just facts. And that's when they say, well, you guys are really New Jersey. Whatever. You still lost. I don't care if we're Northern Barrow, Alaska. You still lost. Mavs going in. I mean, I'll tell you what, the Mavs are missing all these players, and here come the Knicks. We'll help you out. So now we're down 26-24. Think about how bad the Mavericks got after the Luka trade. Hold on. Can you imagine they got rid of Luka because they're worried about his conditioning and his training, right? To bring in a guy, Anthony Davis, who always gets hurt. It doesn't make any sense. It's one of the worst trades in the history of the game. And they lose. And then Kyrie rips his ACL. He's gone. Klay Thompson has to be like, man, I got traded here. I thought we were going to be great. Now he's the only guy left. I think Anthony Davis did just come back. Upcode, I'm about to watch Argentina versus Brazil. I'm a soccer nerd. Yes, Jerry loves soccer, and Angus is here. Angus is already asking you, Jerry, what channel is that match on? Angus. Angus is the man right there. Wow, that's great. Argentina versus Brazil. That is going to be a huge game. Lamario, you know the Sabres are. Yes, I know. And you know what's funny is, well, the Knicks are losing by 4 now with 2:35 left in the first quarter. I know it's just the first quarter. Campaign bringing it up. Josh Hart wide open three, corner three, and hits it. Boom. 30-29. Yes, Lamario. When everybody says, well, the Jets haven't made the playoffs in 14 years, which is true. They're the only team in the 4 major sports to do that. It's like the Buffalo Sabres now. Come on. They are the Jets of the NHL. And Lamario. Gunnar made the point yesterday. Great dunk by OG. Gunnar made the great point yesterday that guys bought into the Sabres like I bought into the Jets. They should have made the playoff. Both our teams should have at least made the playoffs. And both of our teams ended up being the laughingstock of the league. I mean, we didn't even not only not make the playoffs, both of our teams like one of the worst teams in our respective sports. So the Knicks are down 33-31, 133 left in the first quarter. Campaign bring it up. Passes up to Bridges. Bridges moving in. Get that mid-range jumper, and boom, and one. Mikal Bridges' mid-range jumper is insane. And one. Let's go. Lamario, and the only reason why the Patriots beat us this year in our second game of the season is because we didn't have our starters. Hey, you know, the Patriots beat the Jets in the second game of the season because we had our starters. Can't make this up. Can you imagine Aaron Rodgers-led Jets were worse than the Zach Wilson-led Jets? Zach Wilson and the 3 other quarterbacks that we had won 7 games. Aaron Rodgers with the Jets won 5. 5! Universo or Telemundo in the USA, Angus. Yep, Angus. Angus is a definite soccer nerd, Jerry. He is our soccer ambassador. Angus watches all the leagues, all of them. MLS, Premier, Bundesliga, La Liga, Liga MX. He watches all of them. All of them. Time for me to pretend I understand Spanish. I actually did watch a couple of games on Telemundo because I'm really getting into soccer now. And eventually, yeah, I think MLS announcers should learn how to say goal properly. That is the coolest. Goal. They got to learn how to do that. They got to learn how to do that. Lamario, I knew the Sabres were going to have a bad season after we lost our first two games of the season to the Doubles. I knew it was. Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, Lamario. Well, you know what? I didn't know that the Rangers, it was going to be Igor Shesterkin and Jonathan Quick against everybody because our defense leaves all of this wide open, and our defenders all go up with our wingers and centers, and they all crash the net. So we allow 2 to 3 on 1 odd man rushes every game, and we give up the first goal like in the first 5 minutes. That seems to be a thing this season. We give up the first goal in the first 5 minutes of the game, and then it's 1-0 forever. We can't find a way to score. It's been an absolute train wreck of a season, man. Train wreck. Even if the Rangers make the playoffs, what are we going to do? We're going to make it to get swept, and it has nothing to do with our goalies, man. Our goalies are left out to dry week in and week out. They are. Jerry. Angus is my guy. Yep, Jerry. He absolutely. You'll see him in the Discord too, Jerry. Angus is the soccer. He helps me out a lot with the soccer as well, Jerry. Angus, about the only soccer region I don't watch is Oceania because they are so bad. Oh, I didn't even know. That's the first time I've ever heard of that league at all, Angus. So now look at the players out for the. Hold on a second. This is noteworthy. These are all the players that are out for the Mavericks right now. Here's all the players: Anthony Davis, Kyrie, PJ Washington, Gafford, Lively, Exum, Martin, and Prosper are all out of the game tonight. They're bench players and some starters. Watch the Knicks barely win or lose. It's really, really sad. But here we are. Here we are. Lamario, the Sabres have a good second and third period, become the first period. It's like we don't know how to play. I know. Isn't that weird? I don't. It's weird, man. It is weird. And I'm surprised, Lamario. I really am, because what? We have no defense. Speaking of no defense, here we are, down 35-33 with a minute left in the first quarter. Yeah, when I went to Buffalo, what? I think it's 2 years ago now. The Sabres were like right there. They were right there fighting for a playoff spot. They were beating good teams. They were solid. UPL is a great goal. UPL is a really good goalie, man. Nobody helps him out either. And it's like you knew the next year, meaning last season, you knew the Sabres were going to the playoffs. They were the up-and-coming young team, Tage Thompson, Dahlin. You got some great players there, and gets worse. And then this year, boom. Like, again, it's like the Jets. Hey, man, we're at least going to make the playoffs. Look at our great defense. And Aaron Rodgers, we're definitely making the playoffs. Man, I'll tell you what, you can't make this stuff up, man. Jerry, EPL, La Liga, MLS, and a little bit of Serie A, and of course the international tourneys. Yeah, Cullen doesn't. Not only does Cullen not watch Oceania, he doesn't watch any of the other soccer things at all. So yeah, Jerry, yeah, that's Cullen is not a soccer guy. Not great supporter of the channel, but not a soccer guy. Bruin, I'm the hockey guy of the server. Yes, Bruin is our hockey. Hold on, don't. That's our ball. We're 35 apiece, 11 seconds left in the first quarter. Dallas is basically letting their greatest fans play, and we're still having a problem. You are, Bruin. Bruin is huge on the NHL. Bruin watches all the games. He, weirdly enough, Jerry, and for you to, I think you're the only one here that doesn't know, Bruin is from the Bronx and likes the Celtics and the Bruins and the Yankees and the Giants. I don't know where the Boston teams come from, so Bruin's like our New Yorker, fake New Yorker. Really odd. Gunner and Bruin giving up Brad Marchand. Wow, that's still a wow to me. I thought he would have been retired a Bruin, man. That was really a strange. I'm surprised they let him go. Gunner, are we just an inconsistent team? We lose 5-2 against you, right? And then beat the Jets 5-3 the next game. The Jets are the best team in hockey. Very strange, man. Utah actually, for an expansion team, Utah actually did pretty well. They didn't get blown out a lot this year. Utah did not get blown out a lot this season, so that was really weird. Bruin, you better be with that handle. Yeah, that's right. He is. Bruin's really good with the hockey. Very big in here with that. Gunnar, how are you? I'm good, Angus. Bruin, John. It's true. I mean, it's true. I've never met a New Yorker that likes Boston and New York teams. And I guarantee you they're pretty rare in Boston also. You don't see guys walking around with Knicks jerseys up there. Probably get mocked. Uh, yep, so here we are. And to all the Florida of all teams. Listen, and to Florida, right, to the Panthers of all teams, the team that knocked out the season record holders, the Boston Bruins. Look at the Lightning. You know, I'm a Lightning fan because I lived there for 13 years. So I go for at least one of my hockey teams is already in the Lightning. But, you know, I don't have any feeling for the Lightning when they play the Rangers. But to have the Bruins, to trade Marchand to the Bruins after setting the wins record for the regular season, then be up 3-1 in the first round against the Panthers 2 years ago and blow that. Sorry, Bruin. Sorry, Bruin. Sorry. Had to be said, though. Blow that. And then last year, lose again to the Panthers in the playoffs. And then you trade Marchand, a diehard Bruin for life, right? You trade him to that team, that for a competitor that he is. I'm not a Bruins fan. I'm not a big Marchand fan, but I do respect his longevity with the Bruins, his heart and soul that he gave that team in that city. And to trade him, a player like him, it should kill him to get traded to the team that they couldn't beat. That'd be like trading Jeter to the Red Sox. Like it just wouldn't make sense. Can you imagine that? No. The Panthers look pretty good again this year. Angus, recently expansion teams for all sports seem to fare better than, yeah. Remember when the Golden Knights first came out in hockey? Vegas went with Gerard Gallant, a former Florida Panther coach. Gerard Gallant and the Vegas Knights, their first season, right to the finals. Right to the finals. Remember that? They lost, but they're the only team to ever do that in their first season. So that start of the second quarter, that we're up by 2 points. Second quarter underway. Tie game now. Angus Reed, yeah. And how about San Diego? San Diego FC. They're looking pretty good. They're looking pretty good. Landry Schmidt, Tyler Kolick's on now. Precious Achua. I still have never met a man in my entire life named Precious, but there is one that plays for the Knicks, and that's his real name. OG, top of the key, and Towns is out there. OG pushing a three. That's not going to land. That's not going to land. Shamit for three, and that's not going to land either. It hit everywhere else on the basket and the backboard, but didn't find the net. Yeah, Jerry. SD is looking really good. They're looking good. Toronto, thank goodness New York got past them. I was nervous there for a minute. Um, Philadelphia and Inter Miami, Jerry. That's the game Saturday night, 7:30. Inter Miami and Philadelphia. Philadelphia has been taking names. They're 4-1. So that's another team right there. That's wow. They went from being nothing last year to being really good this season. Philadelphia, Inter Miami. That's the game. That's the match of the week right there. Match of the week. Mick, another cellar dweller, another Aussie account for. Mick is in the basement. What's going on, Mick? Good to have you back, man. This is great. This is great, man, having everybody on. I think the Knicks play the Clippers tomorrow night. I'll definitely be on Thursday at 3. I'll definitely be on Thursday at 3 for the Yankees opening day. I'm not missing that. We'll be right here. Carlos Rodon is opening up. Guys, let me know if Oswald Peraza makes the team or not, and is Spencer Jones going to make the team? Oswald Peraza is out of minor league options. They can't send him back down. They're going to have to either DFA him or trade for, make a trade and get something back for him. Why would any team trade for him if they know the Yankees are going to just outright release him because they can't send him back to the minors? His minor league options are done. And he had every opportunity in the world, guys. Every opportunity in the world. Third base was wide open for the taking, and he couldn't beat out Cabrera. Not that Cabrera is bad. I'm just saying, you've been the top 5 prospect, a bigger prospect than Cabrera ever was, and you couldn't take that. You couldn't take it. Couldn't take it. As I said earlier, though, Oswaldo Cabrera should be our utility guy for life, not the everyday third baseman. I hope he proves me wrong. But I love the guy. I want him on our team for a long time. Towns going in with the sky hook. And he missed badly. 10 minutes left in the second quarter, and it's 39 up. Manav says, what's up, Mick? Up Jerry, Argentina just scored. Alvarez in 4 minutes. Oh, wow. It just started. They're up 1-0. Wow. I bet you Angus is on that game right now, too. Lamario, Johnny, if you were like Taylor Swift, what would be your favorite song be? I don't even know any of her songs, Lamario. I'm not even making a joke. I don't know any of her songs. None. I wish I could help you out there, Lamario. I don't know any of her songs. I really don't. And one. Shabbat drove hard to the net, laid it in, and won. 43-39 Knicks, and he's going to the line. I know it sounds funny, right? Because she's humongous out there, but I don't know any of her songs. I really don't. Gunnar, why is Utah an expansion team? They're just the Coyotes in a new city, right? And they're playing better than the Coyotes did in Arizona, who were playing at a college stadium, right? So, Lamario, she has a lot of good songs. I know you're a huge fan of her, man. I know you are. I just said I got annoyed at her being at games because the NFL is more worried about entertainers than they are the sport. But I believe you. I know you're a huge Swift fan, Lamario, so I don't really know what I could tell you on that. But maybe somebody else in here can tell you. Bruin, because Utah is considered as a new team, Gunner. New city, new team. It's an expansion city. That's why, Gunner. It's basically an expansion city. But I was about to say, who's old in here? I mean, I'm older. Who's older than me? When the Dodgers moved to Los Angeles, okay, how about this? When the St. Louis Rams moved back to Los Angeles, or when the Rams moved from Los Angeles to St. Louis, were they considered an expansion team? Were the Rams considered an expansion team when they moved to St. Louis? That's actually a good question. I don't even know. That's a really good question. I don't even know the answer to that. Come on, stay on him, Towns. He didn't even jump. He missed it anyway. Josh Hart bringing it back up. 8:30 left in the first half. 43-39 Knicks. Hart moves it up to Achua. Achua working, moving in, lays it up, and in. And one. Now the Knicks are starting to roll. Jerry, Anti-Hero. Is that a song? Is that a Taylor Swift song, Anti-Hero? There you go, Lamario. If he's answering the question, there it is. Angus, I have no clue about Taylor either. I know one song, something about shaking it. I don't even know. Maybe Anti-Hero is a song, I guess. Bruin, it is a good question, right? How about when the Dodgers moved from Brooklyn to Los Angeles? Were they an expansion team? I mean, Vegas Golden Knights were legitimately an expansion team. Are the Raiders considered an expansion team because they moved to Vegas? These are good questions. I don't even know the answers to them. Gunner, so it's kind of like when the Browns became the Ravens. Right. That was an expansion team, and the Browns had actually left the NFL. Josh Hart for 3, corner 3, missed it. Towns going for the rebound and missed it. Dallas gets the ball back. 46-41 Knicks. 7:50 left in the second quarter. Stay on him, Kolek. Playing good defense right now, playing really good defense. Still playing up, going for three. Missed it. Air ball. An expansion team is a new team that wasn't formed previously as an old team, right? So Utah Hockey Club is probably called an expansion team because they dropped the Coyotes name altogether. They're just the Utah Hockey Club, and they're going to come up with a name, I guess, next year. What is so hard to come up with a name? Why is that such a thing? Remember with Washington Football Club for 2 years? I know it's common in soccer, but like, why is Washington Football Club? Why did it take 2 seasons to come? And then you come up with Commanders. That sounds like a Pee Wee League name, the Commanders. Like, like Cleveland Guardians. These are like Pee Wee League names, right? I mean, Utah Hockey Club. What is so hard about coming up with a team name? Why is this such a major issue when these professional teams have changed city and changed their name? What is that? Utah Hockey Club? Just come up with a name. How hard is it? Weird. Uh, yeah, I would say no, Bruin. Right? They're not. Maybe it's because they changed their entire name. That's all I can think of. That would make sense. They're just a new city with a new entire name. But the players have been there. I don't know. Shamit, corner three. Missed it. Towns with the rebound. Goes up, lays it in. 48-44 Knicks. 7:20 left in the first half. Lamario up code. Jerry, Anti-Hero is a good one. Take It Off, Black Space, and Curel Summer are my top 3 favorites. And yes, Johnny, it is a song for her. Okay, I thought it was. I had to ask. I wasn't sure. Towns driving the lane, puts it up, and one. And one. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. All right. Bruin, boom. I didn't even see what he said, but I'm glad you took it off, whatever it was. Bruin, basement bouncer on the job. Basement bouncer on the job. Bruin. I didn't even see the message. I just saw you deleted it, whatever it was. That's great. Good for you, Bruin. Thank you. They're still working out the branding. Okay. The name that would make sense for me would be the Utah Yeti. I think they had the Utah Yeti, the Utah Glaciers. I think the Glaciers was a candidate for names. Gunnar, funny part is the Washington football team was a better name. That's right. You are correct, Gunnar. You are correct. They should have just left the Washington Football Club. Yes, I agree. Commanders is such an awful name. It's like the Pelicans, the New Orleans Pelicans. It's terrible. The Anaheim Ducks. It's terrible. You're a grown man playing on a team called the Ducks or the Pelicans. It's awful. It's awful. And Utah, when the New Orleans Jazz moved to Utah, there's no Jazz in Utah. They should have changed that name. There's no Jazz, and Utah's not known for jazz. Really weird. It's like the Flint Tropics in semi-pro with Will Ferrell. Angus, Utah Hockey Club might as well call themselves a generic hockey. Right. Amen. Good one, Angus. Gunnar, the Utah Hockey Club has the Coyote staff, players, and picks, just not their history, which they're probably pretty proud of. The Coyotes did go far once with Mike Smith as goalie of all people. Mike Smith, who played with the Tampa Bay Lightning along with Niittymaki, Dan Ellis, and these names sound familiar. Then Dwayne Rollison came along, the old goalie from the Oilers and the Islanders, before he went and had a really good run with the Tampa Bay Lightning. But Mike Smith went to the Coyotes, did pretty well there, and then really took the Oilers of all teams. Remember when the Oilers went all the way to the conference championship a few years ago with him? I mean, they finally made the Stanley Cup final, almost pulled off that miracle down 3-0 to the Panthers, and almost pulled off what no one's ever done in baseball, basketball, or hockey. It's 7-game series, being down 3-0 and coming back and winning the next 4. Yes, I know the Yankees blew that, but that was in a championship series, not a final. The Atlanta Thrashers, really, Lamario? You want them to come back? They had the Atlanta Flames, which became the Calgary Flames, and they had the Atlanta Thrashers, which went back to being the Winnipeg Jets, right? I think Atlanta is up for another expansion team. I think the problem is where they place the team. The team is in the middle of that horrendous traffic circle around Atlanta, and that's been the problem, I think, of getting fans there. The Atlanta Thrashers were terrible, terrible. But if Atlanta gets another team, I mean, we'll see. I think they're up for one. Bruin is him. There you go, Raleigh. Knicks up 51 to 44, 6:55 left in the first half. Argentina just scored again. Enzo Martinez at the 12-minute mark. Wow, 2-0. 2-0 Argentina. Angus, did you find the game? Angus, did you find the game that Jerry's watching? Argentina versus Brazil. Dallas, he got that lay-in. Come on, Towns, jump. Play some defense, man. I think the Knicks are saving Mitchell Robinson. He can play, has been playing, but I think they're saving him a little bit for the playoffs. You certainly don't want him getting hurt. And we're in third place regardless. It's not like if we win the rest of the season, we're not going to get into first place magically. So Towns on the inside, skyhook. Missed it. Nice, Jerry. Really nice. Good job, Jerry. Lamario Gunner, remember the game that we played against Arizona when they were still known as the Coyotes? And when we won because the puck was in the net in the goalie. Was it really? Oh, I don't even remember that. Wow, really? It was in the goalie's pay. It's funny when a goalie gets nervous late in the game and he loses where the puck was. That could be bad, man. Doesn't know where it is. Raleigh, I went to 5 Buffalo Sabres games this year, and I didn't even know the Coyotes weren't a team anymore. I need. That's all right, Raleigh. At least you're supporting your city's team. That's all that matters, Raleigh. At least you're supporting your city's team, man. Mick, an expand. The Coyotes were a forgettable team anyway, Raleigh. So it's kind of like you wouldn't be thinking about them at all. Kolick for 3, misses. Knicks are only up by 3 against a team that basically has all their bench players playing. We're only up by 1 now. Mick, an expansion team adds 1 team to the league without losing any of the teams in the league. So, like, how about the Oakland A's? They're going to be moving to Vegas, right? Isn't I know they're playing in Sacramento this year. I don't even know why they didn't let them just play in Oakland for 1 more year, but that's another story. So they're playing in Sacramento. So when the A's eventually move to Vegas, would they be considered an expansion team? No, right? An expansion team adds 1 team to the league without losing any teams in the league. That makes sense, Mick. That's a perfect explanation. Perfect explanation. So then Utah really shouldn't be considered an expansion team then. Lamario, that's the team that should have never left, the Quebec Nordiques, right there. The reason the Hartford Whalers aren't around anymore, which is my personal opinion, the Hartford Whalers, by the way, have a great logo. That's a jersey I would love to get, the Hartford Whalers. But they were in between Boston and New York. You have the Rangers, the Islanders. Yes, I know Buffalo's a team, but I'm talking about the teams that were in this region over here on the East. Rangers, Islanders, Hartford, Boston. They just probably didn't get the fan support that they were supposed to get, and I think that's why Hartford left. Atlanta Thrashers 2.0 will give us back the Nordiques, Johnny. And I love the Hockey Guys breakdown, Bruin. You were the one that put that to my attention. The Hockey Guys breakdown, those who don't know the Hockey Guy channel, you got to watch him, man. This guy has, I've said it on here before, I'll say it again. This guy has every jersey of every team in the entire league, including the teams that aren't even around anymore. He has the home team, the away jersey, the alternate jersey, third jerseys. He has them all, man. This guy must be like a bored billionaire to be able to afford all of those jerseys for every team. Angus, I was so caught up with the chat that I forgot. Well, they're up 2-0 now. Jerry's watching it, so it's on Telemundo or Universal, one of those. Yeah, Raleigh. Isn't that funny? But the Coyotes were, why would you think about the Coyotes? And then they came back with their original jersey last year, which was awful. They were better when they got rid of that and just had that coyote howling, like just his head howling straight up at the moon. Like that was a way better, way better. jersey than or sweater, if you want to get technical. Um, then that horrible one with the coyote looked like just a distorted coyote, like he was on meth or something with the hockey stick. It was terrible. Lamario, Jerry, her first album was called Taylor Swift. This is a song on the album that I liked called Our Song. So when the Knicks material exposed the move to Washington to become the Nationals, where they consider an expansion team. When the Montreal moved to Washington and become the Nationals, where they consider an expansion team. I don't think so. You know, it's funny because they were the Washington Senators at one time. Hey, they're showing Allen Houston right now. They could use Allen Houston right now to get on that court and start hitting some shots. Towns moves inside. Let's go. Someone give me the channel of the game. Upcode Jerry said it was on Universo or Telemundo. If you're talking about the Knicks game, it's on MSG Network. I don't think it's on nationally, Lamario. Well, you should get MSG Network. They show Buffalo Sabres games on here. Schnazzy, snoozy, sneezy, snazzy. What is going on, man? Welcome in, another cellar dweller. Hey, everyone, let's go Knicks. Also, I couldn't be, oh, man, snazzy. Come on. The minute I saw couldn't be more pissed, I already know what the rest of this is going to say. At the Rangers for playing this knowing Sam Rosen's last year. 40 years of calling Ranger games. 40 years. And we're not going to give him a playoff? I mean, we're still in the playoff race, but come on, man. You can't let Sam go out like this. You can't let him go out like this. Campaign driving in, kicks it back, or not kicked. Okay, goes to the inside, back to Payne, to Bridges. Bridges corner three. Oh, he missed it. 55-55, 4:15 left in the first half. Whew. Snazzy, what a disgrace. What a disgrace. Start the season 12-4, then go 4-15 in December. Never recover. Leave Igor and Jonathan Quick to play the game by themselves, Snazzy. They just play the game by themselves. Terrible, terrible, terrible disgrace. What a disgrace. Where's Mr. Marine? He was going on and on about this yesterday. Bruin, yeah, the Howling Coyote jersey. I actually like that jersey, and I like the colors, Bruin. Yep. Crazy to have him 20 years ago. Yes, sir. Lamar, I was talking about the soccer game. Yeah, it's on Telemundo. Oh, there he is. Jerry's telling you now. Universo or Telemundo. 3:51 left in the first half here, and Telemundo, I'm looking at it right now. I just flipped to it for a second. 2-0 Argentina at the 23:45 mark. 2-0 Argentina. It's on Telemundo. All right, back to the Knicks. Snazzy, what's up, Bruin? What's up, Mick? And yes, the goalies are the only reason the Rangers are on a bottom 5 team. No joke, Snazzy. I love when people tell me that Igor is overrated. I'm like, oh, Igor is the problem? Shesterkin is the problem? You got to be kidding me, right? Look at yesterday's game, or was it yesterday? 2 days ago. 2 days ago, Snazzy. We were outshot 39-12. Igor saved 36 of 39 shots. We win 5-3. Their goalie faced 12 shots, gave up 5 goals. Igor constantly is under pressure. Jonathan Quick is going. We signed him for another year. Thank goodness. I love that we still have him. Lays it in, 62-61, New York. 2:20 left in the first half. Campaign bringing it up. I told you guys we'd be battling. I told you we'd be battling against a team that's missing everybody. Bridges mid-range jumper, and he hit it. That's like money for him. Money. Yeah, Snazzy, when people wouldn't tell me that, I'm like, you guys got to be kidding me. This whole space where I am, this is wide open, Snazzy. I told these guys this already. I'm just going to tell you things you already know. Wide open in front of the net. And either that or it's 2 or 3 on 1 odd man rushes, right? And of course, he's supposed to save all of those. Gunner, Sabres tied up 2-2 after Docker scores. We got him from Ottawa this year. I'm sure. And he's looking at Ottawa right now playing exceptional, right? Mick, hey, Johnny, what was the name of the tipping comp this year? Waybacks. I'll tell you right now. Wayback won it last year, so it's under Wayback's. I know, I wish a Bond was in here. He could help out with this. Tell you right now. One second, my phone's moving. Like you would think it was on like dial up. My signal's terrible down here. Maybe I can get it right here. Oh, here it is. Waybacks, Hawks tipping glory. Waybacks, Hawks tipping glory. That's what it is, Mick. I'll even type it in here. There you go, Wayback, Mick. There it is. Uh, Brazil looks lost and shell shocked. That's surprising. 1 minute left in the first half. Knicks are up by a point. Mikal Bridges bringing it up. Mid-range jumper, usually money, and it is. 66-63 Knicks. Upcode, do you think Anti-Hero is a better song than Blake's Space? Jerry, that's for you. Tim, the other cellar dweller accounted for. Tim's in the base. What's going on, Tim? Man, 66 straight up. The Mavs are hanging in there with us. I told you this was going to happen. For those in Australia, SBS is showing the Argentina-Brazilian game and SBS Viceland, the Chile-Ecuador game. So there you go. Tim jumping in with some soccer updates right now and where they're being played, or football matches, however you refer to it as. Lamario, just think Anti-Hero, perfect song for JB. Now I'm going to have to listen to this song to even know what you guys are talking about. Angus, I'm finally tuned in. Thankfully, I have Hulu. Brazil scores on a deep press. Did the Brazil score? It's 2-1 now. Campaign, 20 seconds left in the first half. Tied at 66. Passes it over to Josh Hart. Horrible pass on the inside. Turnover, of course. And the Knicks are about to go down 68-66 with 6 seconds left in the first half. What a joke. Dallas is missing their entire team. Oh! Josh Hart lays it in with a second left to tie the game at 68 apiece at the half. Brazil just scored on an easy turnover. 2-1, 2-1 Argentina now. All right. Mick, okay, I'm going to get in now. Going to disappear for a while. Okay, catch you all soon. Mick, if you have any issues, we got to wait for Bond to come in. I don't know how. Bond handles all those issues, man. I don't know how to handle them. He does. He's the one that sets all that. You already know that, Mick. You've been in it before. You should know what you're doing. I have confidence in you, Mick. You can get it done. All right, Mick, we'll be here for the second half coming up. Maybe I'll switch over to the soccer for a minute. At the 29.5 minute, 2-1 Argentina. Got a bit of a match going on here. You know what I didn't know? And I think it's kind of lame, and maybe it's an American thing. I didn't know the Premier League and all these European leagues don't have playoffs. Why don't they have playoffs? Doesn't that make it easy for the team that, like Liverpool, that's leading in the Premier League? Doesn't that just make it easy for them to just kick back and relax, knowing they're going to wrap it up? There's no pressure on it, right? That's just an American thing, I guess. We need playoffs. Don't you need playoffs? How you just cruise as the number one team and you win the regular season and you're the champion? I I, I guess again, it's probably just an American thing. I think you need playoffs. Playoffs determine it puts the pressure on the number one team. As Bruin knows as a Boston Bruin fan, as I know as a Ranger fan, we were the number one team in hockey last year. The Tampa Bay Lightning found that out in 2019 when they got swept, and they were the record-setting team then. They got swept in the first round by a team that barely made the playoffs at the midnight hour. So I think there's a lot of pressure that isn't there. Is it me? Angus? Jerry? Tim? You watch soccer, Tim? Lamario? What do you guys think? Don't you need playoffs, man? Well, Liverpool right now can just coast. They can coast the rest of the season. Know they got the championship in hand already. I think it takes drama away. I'm not as in. I love soccer. I just started watching it, obviously last year, and I just found this out. I'm like, well, Arsenal should be okay when they reach the playoffs. And my uncle, who is a Premier League, was like, oh, there is no playoffs. I'm like, there's no playoffs. Playoffs? How does it? I just think it's easy then. If you get the lead, a big lead like Liverpool has, hey, you already got the championship. No drama, right? Think you need that drama. Uh, Showing Chile versus whoever they are. I don't even know who ECU is either, Colin. So I'm with you on that one. Angus, Brazil has turned into a hot and cold team since they hosted the World Cup maybe 12 years ago. Well, I have it on now. They're at the 32nd minute. This is good halftime show. Lamario, I guess the FA Cup is the Premier League playoffs. Is it though, Lamario? Is it? I mean, like, again, it's a cultural thing. It's a generational thing. It's a where you were born thing, I guess. Because in America, we need playoffs. Because Liverpool still wins the Premier League championship, do they not? They're still going to be the champion. They still won it, right? So I guess if the FA Cup and that's a big deal to them, and that proves how strong they really were or not, maybe that's the case. I don't know. I'm asking really because I don't know. Tim, talking to Cullen, I am Sydney. The Chile and Ecuador game is on Viceland. There you go. Angus, playoffs are used for relegation in Germany. Oh, are they in the Bundesliga? Okay. I will say this. Wrestling, the WWE has nothing on the fake injuries that soccer players perform. These guys are Academy Award winners. These guys, I mean, you would think the way they fall, they have an ACL, they're done for the season, maybe next season, maybe all the body parts that have end in CL, MCL, TCL, ACL. You think they're all torn, and then 2 seconds later, the guy's running a full sprint down the field. It's incredible. But boy, they can act. Jerry, I think they consider championship leagues tournament in Europe kind of the playoffs, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. That's why I'm asking. I still think if you're a number one team, you should have the pressure of earning a championship. Yes, you can say regular season, they did earn it, or it's a long season anyway. So why do they have to? Well, baseball's a long season and they have playoffs. Baseball's an incredibly long season. Footy is a long season and they have playoffs. So I just think it takes something away. Like, yes, you had the regular season challenge, but now it's like, I would want to see Arsenal play Liverpool for a championship. I mean, at least have maybe the top two teams fight it out for that. Or the top four. I don't know. Like I said, it's probably an American thing. We're used to playoffs in every sport. Angus, personally, I like the MLS with the playoffs. Me too. I just think the first round, Angus, should be elimination, right? Do you like the best of what is it? The best of three? Do you like that? That whoever wins two games? Or do you just like, I think it should just be straight up elimination. But the fact that they have playoffs is amazing. Absolutely. Tim, the A League, Australian League has playoffs. Okay, cool. All right. Well, there you go. Snazzy, no playoffs. Playoffs are the best part. Right. Right. That's my point. I mean, if we didn't have playoffs, the Rangers would have won last year. We would have been the champs. I just think it takes it away. ECU is Ecuador. Thank you, Angus. Thank you. I thought it might have been like Eastern Christian University or something. I didn't know what ECU was. Angus, the FA Cup is something like 700 teams in the playoffs. Wow. Uh-oh. Did somebody score? Or did he miss? Oh, he saved that. What a save. That was a great save. Oh, okay. 700. Yeah, I know. Best actors in the business, soccer players. There's no doubt about it. When I first started watching soccer, I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy's knee has to be shredded. And then like I said, he's doing a full sprint down the field. He was miraculously saved. They must be part of the Screen Actors Guild. Right. There you go. That's exactly what it is. Lamario, so is this like a soccer tournament going on right now, or is this a slight friend of qualify for World Cup next year? You can ask these guys, man. I am too novice in soccer to answer those kind of questions. Go! There's my best imitation of that. Argentina. Hold on. Let me see if I can get you guys to hear it. Hold on. He can do it way better than me. Hold on. That is awesome. They got to get MLS announcers to do that. Were you guys able to hear that? That was awesome. I did it again. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. The second one was better than the first one. That was great. They should do that in hockey. Imagine Sam Rosen doing that. That would be great. Uh, Lamario, Tim answered it right here. Qualifiers for the Football World Cup next year. There you go. Lamario, Upcode, Jerry. As much as I like Taylor, I will never ever root for the Kansas City Chiefs. Right. There you go. I'm with you on that, Lamario. I'm with you on that. They have playoffs in Korean baseball too. Yeah, I know that the foreign baseball leagues have playoffs. It's just the football matches, soccer, football. You guys know what I'm talking about. Um, they don't. Like no matter what happens, Liverpool wins the Premier League, and that makes them champion, I guess. Angus, yeah, that was funny. Bruin, it's true. These guys are better than a professional actor faking an injury. And if there was a movie on football, soccer, if there's a movie on it, you need a real life player to fake that injury. A professional actor couldn't pull that off like these guys do. You just use them for that only. Jerry, MLS playoffs are good, but should be less teams. Like 60% of the teams make the playoffs. Yeah, it's like the NBA and the NHL. It's like everybody makes it. It seems like that. But yeah, and I think they do that maybe. MLS's biggest problem to me, right? Oh, maybe we got a fight here. Do we have a fight? Oh yeah, I like it. Got a little action going on right now. Didn't Messi play for Argentina also? Oh yeah, these guys are going at it. Oh man, this is great. Anybody that's not watching, turn to Telemundo right now. We got some pissed off players right now. Oh yeah, these guys are angry. uh I think the MLS does that because they're trying to get exposure, maybe to keep moving the league forward. The problem I think that they did was MLS signed up with Apple TV. The season pass, by the way, guys, is like $79. It's awesome. I love it. I am hooked on it. I watch it every week. I watch as many games as I can, mainly so I can learn more and more about the sport. I watch the wrap-up shows, the pregame talks, all of that. So I'm learning. Um, MLS wants to expand in America. They want to expand. They want to reach out to the fans and show what a great sport this really is becoming here in America. The problem is they don't show the local team for free in the local areas. They should show, if you live in St. Louis like you, Angus, you're a St. Louis fan. They should show St. Louis for free there so fans can see what this is about. No one's going to pay for a season pass if they're not sure if they like the sport or not, right? You're going to pay for something and be like, hey, I watched one game. I really don't like this. Now I just wasted, 80 to $100, whatever it is. They're not going to do that. So if MLS wants to expand, they should have made part of the agreement. Let the local teams be shown to their local area fans. And I guarantee you that sport would move a lot better that way. Just saying. Just saying. So Argentina's up 3-1 right now. We're at a break right now at the Knicks. The Knicks are tied 68-68, and the Argentina's up 3-1 right now with a little fisticuffs and pushing and shoving going on. Cullen, soccer, a game where players pretend to be hurt when they're not. AFL, a game where players pretend they're not hurt even when they are. Boom! Excellent point, Cullen. Excellent point. 100% agree. I am my third season of footy, and I can attest to that. Jerry, and this is Argentina without Messi. They're looking mean. Yeah, no kidding. From the short time that I've been watching, we're almost at the 45th minute. Cooper, how you been, man? Another cellar dweller accounted for. Cooper is a big soccer fan, guys. Big football fan. Cooper right here. Jerry, Upcode, Cooper, and Angus. Angus, you remember Cooper. He is a big soccer fan right there. What is going on, Cooper? Big ups back to you, man. And for those that don't know, Cooper also supports a great channel, my man True Gooner, who I got to pop in on his channel. I haven't been on his channel recently. I haven't been on recently, for you guys all know why now, but I will be on more. Anyway, check out True Gooner, man. He's a huge Arsenal fan, great content creator, and he's been nice enough to come on this channel as well. So, Bruin says, what's up, Cooper? Manav, in 2 years from now, my dad and my brother are going to watch cricket matches here in Los Angeles. Yeah, Manav is the cricket master here, cricket ambassador. Jerry, soccer players fighting is adorable compared to, I know. It's adorable compared to hockey. Yes, you are right. 100% right on that. It's funny. Yep. Still at halftime for the Knicks. Manav, what's up, Cooper? Bruin, how are you? Doing good. How about you? Mr. Marine, OG of OGs. Mr. Marine in the basement. What is going on, Mr. Marine? Good to see JB back on again. Yeah, Mr. Marine, I'm back. Jerry and I are still working on stuff. We're working on writing, doing our thing, but I'm going to be back. The Yankees come back Thursday afternoon, Mr. Marine. 3 o'clock right here. Thursday, I will be here for the Yankees opening day. You better believe I'll be right here, Mr. Marine. I'm not going anywhere. Lamario, no offense, but number 11 Argentina looks like a teenager. Some of these guys are, man. Manav, Lamario, no offense. I just read that. Whippersnapper, what happened to Bruin? Hey, Mr. Marine, Bruin already bounced somebody. He already bounced. He's still got his bouncer gloves on. He bounced somebody out of here already. Cooper, doing great. All right, man. Good to hear. Good to hear, man. Thanks for still supporting the channel, Cooper. I know he fell off the face of the earth for a couple of months, but I really appreciate you sticking around, man. It means a lot. And we'll be doing some MLS this weekend, Cooper. Inter Miami and Philadelphia for sure. Messi, Saturday night, Cooper, 7:30. The Red Bulls are on at 2:30. I can't guarantee I can do that game or not. I think the Yankees are on at the same time, and right now the Yankees coming back is a big deal. Mikal Bridges, mid-range jumper. Boom. Knicks up 70-68, just underway in the third quarter. Lamario, yes, Almada's 23 years old, up-and-coming player. Looks like he's 14. It's true. Some of these guys extremely young. I don't like Messi that much anymore. He complains a lot. Uh-oh. Jerry's a huge Messi fan. Lamario, how bad is Brazil that losing to Argentina team that doesn't have what the best players in soccer? They are losing 3-1 right now, almost at the half. A good steal by Josh Hart. Knicks up 72-68. Josh Hart bringing it up. Keep driving, keep driving, keep driving. And he's definitely fouled on the way up. Going to the line for two. Cooper, peace. Yes, sir. Cullen, what's going on? I haven't been watching for 10 minutes and haven't seen a single flare. Ah, you must have just missed it then, Cullen. You definitely just missed it. Mr. Marine Cooper, guys, I got to take 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Flare, what? Snazzy, I'm going to come back to that. I want to talk about that too. Snazzy, I'm leaving it on your comment. I'm going to start with yours. Josh Hart going to the line for two right now, 73-68 Knicks.
By a Nick, along with Walt.
All right, 2 seconds, guys. Uh, oh, Bruin. Bruin, remember I told you? I told you I ordered the USA jersey. I ordered it 6 weeks before the Four Nations series came on, and I got it right 2 days after the Canada USA thing was over. There it is, Bruin. You were asking about it. There it is. It's a great jersey, man. Really cool jersey. But yep, it came in. I wanted it for when we did the season. I wanted it for then. Yes, look at my socks. Funny. But there it is, Bruin. You were asking about it. There it is, man. I love the jersey. It was great. I wish I had it when the Four Nations were on. Knicks up 77-70, 9:20 left in the third quarter. I know you guys all love my Black Sox. Uh, Snazzy, I'm also pissed. Garrett Cole's out for the year. Just when I was excited. Snazzy, and it wasn't even that surprising, right? Because Cole missed the first half of the season last year, remember? First half of the season, and he came back. He wasn't that great. His elbow was not that great. So Cole, to me, getting hurt wasn't that much of a surprise. I hated it just as much as you. But then you see Luis Hill go down. He's out till July. Then you see Clark Schmidt hurt again. So now we got to rely on Stroman. Will Warren, can he be our ace in the hole? Can he be the unexpected guy that steps up? Carlos Carrasco has made the team. Carl Anthony Towns misses a jumper, but I think he was fouled, which he was. 77-73 Knicks, 8.5 left in the third quarter. So Clark Schmidt's hurting. Carlos Carrasco, could he be the secret ace? I don't know. Not ace, but we need guys to step up here. Giancarlo Stanton, for those that say, oh, here he is hurt again. his whole batting style changed. John Carlos Stanton, remember, he fought all off season before the 2024 season started, Snaz. Remember this? That he was going to make up for that horrendous season he had in 23, that he really did care about the fans and how he looked. And he came back and he did it. Hit 273 in the playoffs, 7 home runs, 16 RBIs. The guy killed it. Tendonitis now in his elbows, man. It's really, really bad. And they say it's because he changed his whole batting style and his stance. So, I mean, these things are happening. And Snazzy, last I'll say to you, and please find out, is Oswald Peraza gone? Did they get rid of him? And what about Spencer Jones? Is he staying on with the squad, or is he moving back down? Bruin bounced someone. What happened? I didn't even see the comment. I didn't even see the comment. I just saw Bruin bounce somebody, and I was like, wow, all right. Bruin says he was being weird, and I didn't like it. Good. That's why we have Gunner and Bruin to do these things, basement bouncers. I didn't see it, Mr. Marine. I just saw a message deleted. So Towns misses a three. OG goes in, misses the. No, Dallas got it back. 8 minutes left in the third. Knicks up 77-73. Uh, so I didn't see it. I know Mr. Marine loves the trolls. I didn't see it, Mr. Marine. Sorry, man. Angus, in my opinion, Apple TV is hurting the MLS. Being a single cable company puts the MLS in a bubble without. It was really stupid, Angus, and I'm new to it. Knicks steal it back. OG with a nice dunk, 79-73 Knicks. Just being just being new to MLS, I didn't like it either. I mean, MLS with the Apple, I didn't like it either. Because I'm like, you guys want to expand in America. MLS has a lot of good young players. They're definitely not what they used to be, right? When they were like the New York Metro Stars back then. And I've looked up a lot of the history here, man. And I watched a little bit back then, but it was so bad. It was so bad. It was unwatchable. So I didn't, that's why I said for a few years, I can't watch that. And now it's become a really good competitive sport. They have a lot of good players. A lot of good teams are out there. And they're not showing it. They want to expand it and they're not showing it. You got to show it to at least the local areas get the local teams for free. That's how you promote the sport. So yes, Angus, I agree. It was a really bad mistake. Bruin, it was the BOD guy. Oh, the beer of death. I don't think so, though. Mr. Marine always he always thinks it's always the BOD guy. I didn't get a chance to even look, Mr. Marine. But in Mr. Marine's defense, that BOD guy did keep changing. Every time we blocked him, he kept coming back with it. Can you imagine wasting your time to make a new page just to come in here and get bounced again to make another new page? I mean, come on, man. That's like loser personified. Unbelievable. He's going to get his black socks. That's right, Jerry. That's right. And by the way, for those that want to know, these are a different pair of black socks than the ones I had on yesterday. The other ones, they're not the same ones. The other ones are actually in the laundry. Bruin, this guy is long gone at this point. You think so, Bruin? I'm always curious if he's going to pop back. He was very determined uh, to pop back. Bruin, remember Paddington, our Canada guy? Remember Paddington? Wow. Paddington, yeah. He makes fun of our USA team when they're up 1-0 Canada, right? Then he disappears when USA's up 2-1. Disappears for the whole game, then comes back when he's 3-2. And Bruin is, to your point, it's kind of hard to talk to, well, we shouldn't say talk tough, to type tough when your name's Paddington. It's a little tough to do that. A little tough to take that serious. Uh Cullen, Brazil wants to fight Argentina, pointed to the scoreboard. Yep, that's how you do it. Is it still 3-1? We're at commercial right now here with the Knicks. Of course, it's commercial on Telemundo. What's the score there? It's still 3-1. Lamario, Taylor Swift made a song called Love Story based off Romeo and Juliet. I think that's Mr. Marine's favorite Taylor Swift song. Wow, she made a lot of songs, Lamario. Good for you, man. Gotta love what you love. Mr. Marine, cool jersey. What did it cost? It cost whoops. That's what it cost, Mr. Marine. I wanted an authentic one, and I usually don't like to do that to that point, but had to be done. Better late than never, I guess. Angus, Lou Reed wrote a song about Romeo and Juliet called Romeo Had Juliet. Lou Reed, Angus. 82-73, Knicks up by 9. Good steal. Good steal by Campaign. Josh Hart moving it up to OG. OG in the paint. Kicks it back out to Cam. Cam moving in. Bad pass, man. You had Josh Hart wide open at the point. Come on. Angus, I wear blocks. Thanks for the support, Angus. Thanks for the support, man. You wear black socks also. Thank you. Bruin, that bozo. Right. Paddington. I remember you really went in on that guy's name. It is hard to take you serious, man, when your name on here is Paddington. Little hard to feel any fear. So but yeah, that's what we do. We tell these trolls, if you want to talk crap, be here at the beginning of the game and stay here. Remember the Met fan? What was that guy's name? When the Mets played the Yankees a couple years ago, you remember this guy. And when the Mets beat the Yankees those first two games, he was on and on and on. And then when we played again a few weeks later, he was the first guy in here. What was his name? It's the first guy in here, and then we beat them. And like he said, Max Scherzer owned Aaron Judge, and their first meeting, the second time around, Judge homered off him. The guy like disappeared. What was that guy's name? I can't remember, but you know what I'm talking about. Like Alberto with the Titans and the Buffalo Bills. Remember that? Halftime, yes, 3-1. Cullen, halftime, 3-1. Good. Bruin, dang. Yeah, I don't do that normally, but that had to be done. Certain jerseys I will, if I want them authentic, I'll go out for like that. That USA jersey is nice. When you wear it, you get a lot of compliments on that one. But I had to get a Ranger on there. I wanted Trocheck, man, but those were all sold out, so I took Adam Fox. Not like he's bad. Come on. Here we go. 85-73. Knicks up by 12. 6:20 left in the third quarter. Josh Hart always does this when he knocks somebody down. What'd I do? What? He always the innocent one. And I am a huge Josh Hart fan. Not bad. It's not bad, Mr. Marine. You got to go all in for special jerseys like that. You got to go all in for one-offs like that. You got to. Paddington Bear talking crap as if we were taking right. And I think sometimes when people come in here and they see, the chat isn't constantly moving, there's thousands of people in here, that everybody in here is just a random, right? They don't realize they get ganged up on immediately when they come in here. It's the basement, man. It's as low as you can go. So when these trolls come in here, I think they're in here and they just think it's a one-off and everybody in here is just random people and they find out right away it's not. So it is kind of funny. Angus, Paddington Bear can only be imposing with a huge arsenal of weapons, right? And what do those be like? Stuffed pillows and feathers and... All right, here we go. Knicks up by 10. Mikal Bridges at top of the key. Kicks it into OG in the paint. Back out to Bridges. Don't take that force three. Towns moving in. Spins. Lays it in and misses. Oh, he missed. How do you miss that? Just under 6 minutes left. Dallas bringing it back up. I don't even think Klay Thompson has been playing it all for Dallas right now. He might be better off just faking an injury at this point on Dallas with everybody else hurt. How fast did that season go downhill? How fast did that season go downhill? You trade away Luka, then Kyrie gets hurt. Anthony Davis has always been hurt. And you just left with Klay Thompson, and all of a sudden they have a losing record. So here we are. Yeah, it's a little funny, Angus. I agree. Who do the Mets open up with? Oh, the Mets open up with Houston. I think with everything the Yankees did, thankfully we have Max Fried. Cody Bellinger, I like that. I almost called him Clay Bellinger, his father, Cody Bellinger. Paul Goldschmidt, we have him for 1 year. Vlad Guerrero already says he's very interested in coming to the Yankees next year. So I'm fine with Goldschmidt for 1 year. I'm fine because Anthony Rizzo, as much as I love him, he's fell off the map the last couple of years. He really did. Anthony Rizzo was a great Yankee for the time we had him. He fell off the cliff. He did. And I think that's why they let him go. And nobody else has picked him up as far as I know. Alex Verdugo finally got picked up by the Braves. He didn't even get an offer up until recently. And Alex Verdugo, people laugh at me when I say it because they're taking it the wrong way. When I say, hold on, Towns driving the lane, puts it up. Oh, foul on Towns. See, here we go. We were up by 12. Now we're only up by 8. Now we're only up by 8, and we just turned the ball over. Typical. I said, Alex Verdugo. Alex Verdugo is obviously not a better player than Soto. I said Alex Verdugo was a better outfielder. He was a better defensive outfielder than Soto. That is 100% facts. He is a better defensive outfielder than Soto. That's all I said. And people are like, oh, you're saying he's better than Soto. No, I'm not saying that. He's not even in the same stratosphere as Juan Soto. I just said in the playoffs, he played a much better outfield position than Soto did. Actually, during the whole season, he did. Did he not? He did. That to me, he did. Angus Paddington, I just read that. Johnny doing the first period of the Rangers tonight? I doubt it. We'll see, Mr. Marine, but right now I'll say I doubt it. I really doubt it. I really doubt it. You know me in the West Coast games, Mr. Marine. I would say I doubt it, but I will be here. I will be here for the Yankees on Thursday. Possibly tomorrow night for the Knicks Clippers. Possibly tomorrow night for the Knicks Clippers. I hate the West Coast games. You guys know how much I hate the West Coast games. Angus, the latest sequel of Rambo, still Paddington costume and pulls off the mask portion at the end of the movie. And you know what? People would pay to see it. People would pay to see it. No. Was there really a Winnie the Pooh horror movie? Come on. Was there really? I know that. Did anybody see, by the way, speaking of these kind of movies, did anybody see this terrible movie called Thanksgiving? It came out at Thanksgiving of 23. And then trying to make like a Halloween thing. Mikal Bridges saves that from going back court. Beautiful pass from Towns to Hart, lays it in. Knicks back up by 9, 87-78, 4:15 left in the third quarter. Yeah, it was called Thanksgiving, and it just at first I thought the guy was like a leprechaun, but they already made a leprechaun movie, which is so bad it's hilarious. If you've never seen Leprechaun, you have to, and I'm telling you right off the bat, it's terrible. But it's so bad you will just keep watching it. That's how bad it is. Because it's so hilariously bad, it's worth the watch. Anyway, then you realize it's a pilgrim. This guy's a pilgrim. It's so, oh my gosh. Just wondering if anybody even entertained watching that. Didn't Rizzo sign with the Pirates? I don't. Let's look that up. I don't know. In the meantime, Mr. Marine, did you know Joey Gallo, who's been released by the White Sox, is going to be a pitcher now? He wants to be a pitcher. Let me look that up. Anthony Rizzo. Dallas. I missed that. 89-78, 325 left in the third. News about Anthony Rizzo. Little action. There's been little action on the 35-year-old Rizzo throughout the offseason. Rizzo remains adamant that he can still play and is willing to play for any team that makes an offer to him, he will consider. So as of right now, he's not playing for anybody. As of right now, he's not playing for anybody, Mr. Marine. But he said he still wants to play. Verdugo is on the Braves now. Yeah, I saw that. Do you think he was a better outfielder than Soto? Bruin? A better defensive outfielder. When the ball is hit to the outfield, would you rather have Verdugo playing it or Soto? Oh, OG brings down the house. Just takes it from the three-point line beyond the arc and just goes right in on two guys. Boom. We'll take it. 91-79. Knicks, 3 minutes left in the third. Looking good. Looking good right now. Looking good. What a dominant dunk by OG. Mr. Marine, I think the Pirates were interested in signing him at one time. I don't know if it was a rumor or not, so I kind of remember that. I kind of remember that, Mr. Marine. I thought that like the Cubs were interested, and the Yankees were like maybe we'll bring him back, but then why would the Yankees bring him back? They don't need him. Uh, as of right now, according to this, it just says Anthony Rizzo is willing to listen to any offers. He hasn't had any official offers anyway, just rumors. There was a rumor about him right here. It says going back to the Cubs. Who knows? Matumbo, Captain Matumbo, back in the basement. Another cellar dweller accounted for. Captain, how you been, man? Long time, young man. Dang, you. Man Cave is top five, my good sir. You are a full-time YouTuber now. I am back on. Yes, Captain. I've been away for a little while. I had a good friend of mine on yesterday. We're doing a lot of writing, doing a lot of good projects on the side, which took my time away from the YouTube. Still working on a lot of things, but I will be here now, Captain, for the NBA playoffs, hockey playoffs, and the New York Yankees are back as well with some MLS thrown in there and what have you. So we're back on, Captain. I appreciate you still supporting the channel as long as you have, man. Thank you for sticking around and seeing about seeing that I'm still around myself, Captain. So I'm back. Bruin, I would say so. Yeah, and I'm not hating on Soto. I wish we would have kept him, but we were able to sign a lot of other players. Look at the Mets. The Mets have not, I mean, look at their pitching staff, right? We're talking about ours. Who do you think has more, this, we haven't done a poll in a while. Here's a poll. Here's a poll. There you go. There's your poll right there. Who has more pressure to win in 2025? Yankees with no Soto, Mets with Soto, or I don't care. What's it going to be? There's your poll. Where are we at? Colin, this commentator has the weirdest accent. I'd like to know his backstory. Are you watching the soccer right now? Hart with the steal. Gets it back up, puts it back up, and he misses too. Kicks it back out. Dallas gets the rebound, 91-80 Knicks. 2:30 left in the third. Dallas driving the ball. Three-pointer up. Misses. We get it back. OG. Oh, Hart saved it from going out of bounds. Good job, Josh. Josh Hart is just all over the place, man. You got to love this guy. Josh Hart, no Deuce McBride either. We have no McBride tonight. Again, I forget what his injury is. Angus, did you ever see the Thanksgiving movie? Poultrygeist? No. Come on, that's not a movie, is it? Is that a real movie, Angus? I have not even heard of that, let alone see it. Campaign, was he moving? Is that a foul on us? Oh, no, no. Charge. That was a charge. Good job. Good job. Do you do? Yep, we're writing some, Captain. We are writing some. If you want to check out what we talked about, you can look at my live stream from yesterday where I had my partner on there, longtime friend of mine who is already an actor and a producer. So we have check out that live stream and you'll see it in there, Captain. So yep, been working hard, still working on some other projects right now. And I'm back on here, man. I'm not disappearing for as long as I was just off. So again, appreciate the support from everybody after I was off for so long. You guys have stuck around. Minute 30 left. Josh Hart going to the line for two. We're up by 11th right now. Josh Hart has set the new single season record. He just passed Walt Frazier for his ninth triple double of the season. That's the most by any New York Knicks ever. He just passed Walt Frazier. That's huge. Huge. This is Josh Hart's ninth triple double this season. That is insane. That's insane. Angus, it was so bad it was funny. Poultry Guys, is that really a movie, Angus? Oh my gosh. And if you're talking about Thanksgiving, that movie was Leprechaun was horrendous. Leprechaun in the Hood is I mean, like they're all so bad. You have to watch them. Lamario, 32, Buffalo. What's that? What's 32 Buffalo? Is that the temperature there? Johnny, you should do WrestleMania. Yeah. That's a thought. I haven't watched wrestling in a while, Mr. Marine, but there's so many wrestling fans out there. Maybe I will. I was really into wrestling for a while, then I got out of it for a while because the storylines were so they weren't changing them fast enough. When it gets boring, I won't watch it. When they're running the same storyline over and over and over. I know they've changed it up since. Campaign. Knicks are up by 11. OG bad tip pass. Goes out of bounds. Still Nick Ball. Johnny's, yeah, I know. You would think I was typing a novella right now. That's how long it takes me to type. Rick the Ninja, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Rick the Ninja in the basement. What is going on, Rick? What's happening, man? Good to see you back. Of course, good to see me back too, right? I haven't been here. I say that like I've been here. Great to have you back on, Rick. Get ready for the Yankees. Rick, I will be here Thursday, 3 o'clock, opening day. I will be here. Possibly tomorrow night too for Knicks Clippers, but definitely Thursday at 3. I will be here. Cullen, thank you for that third option. I was thinking of you, Cullen, when I put that in there, so I'm glad you liked it. Knicks steal the ball back. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Knicks up by 11. Josh Hart, corner 3. Well, not corner 3. Whatever the case, he hit the 3. 96 to 82 Knicks. Rick, who gives a flying peep about it, right? Just one question. What's a Soto? Juan Soto is a generational player in Major League Baseball. Like literally once a generation, you see a guy like this that just, no matter where he plays, no matter what he does, that guy can hit anything you throw at him. The guy he does not crack under pressure. The guy he plays at 100% at all aspects of the game. Playoffs, regular season, New York, all the pressures you could possibly have of coming into a major city like New York with all the pressures of having to perform and doing it all in the playoffs, in the regular season, with the media, everything. So he's a generational talent that you really get once a generation that can hit like that. Poltergeist 1 and 2 were great. Yeah, I agree. You know what creeped me out was that preacher guy in Poltergeist 2, the guy that would talk, oh, hey, and he was at the screen door, hey, how you doing? That guy, he was a weirdo. The guy who wore all black, had the black brim, that guy. Mr. Marie, Snazzy, Mets absolutely have more pressure considering the Yankees' injuries already. I doubt they can win it at all. I still think, Snazzy, with all these injuries, we're in a better place than we were last year. Our batters 6 through 9 are better this year than they were last year. Our batters 6 through 9 last year were horrendous. Horrendous. I'm trying to see if we have if Spencer Jones actually made the team And if Oswald Peraza has been DFA'd, that's what I'm interested in seeing. Fun fact, Taylor was only 16 when she released her first album. Really? Did not know that, Lamario. Wow, that's great, man. I didn't know that. Kind of agree, Snazzy. Lamario, 32. That's the score. Oh, 3-2 Buffalo. Oh, you're talking about the Buffalo Sabres. Okay. We're doing so much now. Sorry, that went right over my head, Lamario. Angus, I love so bad movies that they are fun. Right. There's some movies that are so bad that you just have to keep watching them. What was the one with Dude, Where's My Car? That movie was awful. Awful. Little Nicky, awful. Yet they're two of my favorite movies to watch because they're so bad, they're funny. Des and I love Little Nicky. That's one of our favorite Adam Sandler movies. And people are like, it's so bad though. I'm like, it is bad, but it's so bad, it's funny. Silence of the Yams? Is this like poultry, guys? I've never heard of these. I've never heard of these, Rick. That's a new one for me. Uh, Captain, do you write film scripts? You said yes. And we have one in the works right now that we're pushing forward right now, Captain, that we're pushing forward. My friend is more experienced in this area than I am, but we are writing. We have one in the works as we speak, Captain, as we speak, and we're going to be working on some others as well. We'll always keep you guys posted as we keep going along here. So that's really where I've been these past couple of months. So now it's just a matter of selling it. Rick, how you doing? Mr. Marine, Rick, who the hell are you? Mr. Marine, Rick is not BOD. He's not the BOD guy. Precious jumps off the Landry Shamet, putting it up for three, and he missed it. 98-84 Knicks. Start of the fourth quarter. Knicks are up by 14. 14. Doing good, Angus. Angus, are you writing a script about your take on the Jets, John? I should, Angus. I should. I should write. Oh, I have a lifetime story with that one. I know, I was just kidding. I've heard you talk about him before. It'd been all right, Cullen. Good stuff, man. Did you know? Yes, I saw that, Mr. Marine. They signed Russell Wilson. And since you're a Giant fan, Mr. Marine, Tyler Kolek, hold on, driving into the paint, puts it up and misses. Do you think there should be a quarterback competition between Jameis Winston and Russell Wilson? Mr. Marine, you're a diehard Giant fan. What do you think? What do you think? Should they have? Because obviously Winston is the better team guy. Who would you like to see more as your starting quarterback? Lamario, the official basement Taylor Swift historian. No doubt. He is our Taylor Swift ambassador, Lamario. Little Nicky was great. Mr. Marine, Desiree and I love that movie. Des and I love that movie. And it's so bad, it's hilarious. It's so bad, it's hilarious. Especially when Dan Marino was begging the devil, Harvey Keitel, please just give me one Super Bowl. Just give me one. And he was like, Dan, you're too nice a guy. I can't take your soul. He's like, you did it for Namath. He's like, he was coming here anyway. It's so bad. It's great. Little Nicky, OMG, I used to joke around and be like want to watch Little Nicky just because of how funny it sounds. It's so true, man. Popeye's chicken's freaking awesome. Yeah. The Deep South. Yeah, it's trust me, if Des was on here with us right now, you would absolutely love it. It's so hilarious. It's but I'm telling you, it's bad. It's terrible. Just really funny. Bruin, I'd rather be a Taylor Swift fan than a Nickelback fan club president just saying, oh, by the way, is MLS really coming out with a halftime show for the Cup with Coldplay? Like Coldplay is going to be the first one to do an MLS one ever in 26. Coldplay? Mr. You know what? Hold on. That's a poll question. That is a poll question. Hold on. We're going to end this poll right now. Who has more pressure to win in 2025? Let's end poll. Oh, 1 second, guys. 1 second. Let me end this poll. End poll. The winner is Who has more pressure to win in 2025? Mets with Soto, 54%. 54% is the winner. Yeah, I think so too. Mets, they got him, so let's see what you can do. The Yankees made the World Series with him, right? We made the World Series with him. Did I disappear? There I am. Okay, so now this is just a two. You only have two answers on this. Boy, oh boy, this is a tough one. Oh, wait a second. I know. Here I am. It looks like I'm typing a novella right now, and all right, here we go. Oof, this is rough. There's only two answers on this one. Can I think of a third one? Ah, the guys that have been with me a long time will get the third one. Now we're gonna end that. I don't like that. Forget it. I'm changing the poll. Hold on. I'm changing it. Changing it. Oh, this is terrible. Sorry to do this to you guys, but it has to happen. All right, there you go. Got to answer. Got to answer. Uh, Colin, I read that. Bruin, Mario, official Bay, read that. Little Nicky was great, read that. Little Nicky, read that. Angus, I'd rather be a Taylor Swift fan than Nickelback fan club president. Just well, Mr. Marine, I'll give you that one. Sure. Wilson will start. Is that who you want to start, though, Mr. Marine? JB's film, Jerry, as a Jets fan, is called Misery. Boom. Yes, Misery. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Good call, Jerry. Mikael Bridges for three. Nails it. Knicks are up 105 to 88. Rocking right now with 8:20 left in the game. Angus, the first all midget film was a Western called The Terror from Time to Town. It is the funny about Angus, I tell you, you really come out with some stuff, man. I didn't even know that. I'd rather be a Nickelback fan, Mr. Marine. Swiftorian. Boom! Swiftorian. Lamario, Lamario, that is your new name, the Swiftorian. That just so fits. Mr. Marine, Bruin, of course, Gunner, you made a VP, right? Of the you made VP. Gunner will never live that down. Will never live that down. Gunner will never live that down. Gunner is he's one of our basement bouncers. He's one of the great longtime followers of my channel, and he will never live that down. Poor Gunner. Uh, Johnny went, yep, that's right. My socks. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. I did that again. Johnny pulled a Houdini. No doubt, Rick. That's right. NFW would I answer? Got to answer one. I didn't give a no. I didn't give a I don't care on that one. Oh, Colin, AC/DC by far over those two, but you have to pick one. You got to pick one here. MLS, why would they choose Coldplay? Coldplay. Oh, just terrible. It's like this guy put up this post on YouTube. Hold on. Wide open. How's he wide open? He's going to hit it, right? No, he missed. Knicks up by 15 with 7.5 left in the game. I would love to say we're going to wrap this up, but it is New York, so we'll see. Who joined me in the Nickelback fan club? We got 8 votes so far. Come on, guys. 8 votes so far. Got to choose one. I chose one. Everybody's got to do it. Cullen, no doubt, no doubt. AC, that's a whole different ballpark. There was a guy that posted, great metal bands from the 80s and 90s, and he had Megadeth, Metallica, Judas Priest, Motley Crue, all these bands, and then he put Warrant in there. I'm like, Warrant? Warrant? With those bands? Warrant? Warrant, Poison, those bands do not belong anywhere near those other ones. Like, how is that in the same post? Warrant? Winger, Slaughter, these are horrendous fake wannabe metal band. Come on. That's just Warrant. Oh, I even posted on the guy, man, this is an awesome up until you put Warrant in there. And Warren's way better than these two that I just put up here. Mikal Bridges inside lane, bam. 110 to 92. Knicks are up by 18. 18. 6:30 left in the game. Should be okay. Who joined me in the Nickelback fan club? Gunnar, you already know we know who you chose. Brew and me, apparently. I have to say, Angus, I closed my eyes and voted. I have no clue what category my finger hit. That's pretty much where we're at. Gunnar, while I stand by my enjoyment of Nickelback, I don't find them an all-time great band. They've sold well and are still relatively popular, but they're not an all. I know it, Gunnar, and you just innocently, you'll always get ridiculed for it, but I will, in your defense, you innocently walked in on an ongoing conversation. We're talking about the greatest frontmen of all time, Halford and Hetfield and Lemmy and the Mustaine and all these guys, and you innocently walked in and talked about bands and Nickelback. You just, in your defense, you walked in late, and it's gonna live with you forever. Angus, I don't need HT Entertainment. Brad, another cellar dweller, another Ozzy in the basement. Brad, what's going on, Brad? Johnny, how are you? I missed you more than I missed, which goes away. Wow, Brad. Okay. Well, there you go. Thank you, Brad. Thank you. Cullen, Warren had the best hair. Oh man, they were horrendous. It's still one of my favorite moments in the basement. Yeah, Gunnar. Hey, Gunnar, I always admit to you, I had the Angles day. Remember Los Angeles Angels? And who keeps spelling Angels wrong? They keep spelling it Angles. I have mine too, Gunnar. I have mine too. Knicks are up by 18 with 6:12 left in the game. I'm just going to flip over to this Telemundo for a minute here. This is a huge game, Argentina and Brazil. It's still 3-1 Argentina. It's at the 67th minute. Wow. Cullen Warrant. Bruin, they're a more guilty pleasure band than anything Gunner, LOL. All right, we got 10 votes in. Guys, need one more vote. Coldplay and Nickelback are neck and neck at 50% apiece. Whoever didn't vote, vote. Whoever didn't vote, vote. Come on, we're at 50% apiece. 10 votes. One more vote needed. One more vote needed, guys. Come on. There's 15 in here, man. We can get another vote, and we got 10 votes. Coley bringing it up, 112 to 94. Knicks about to go up by 20 or more if OG hits that three, and he did. Boom, 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 boom. 115 to 94. Knicks, 5.5 minutes left. This looks like we're going to. Let me just stop. Just stop. Jerry, great to have you in here. Thanks for showing up in the chat. Great support from Jerry. Got to go put my son to bed. Peace. Jerry, I'll talk to you, man. Thanks for supporting the channel today. And Bruin are more of a guilty pleasure band than anything else. Come on, one more, man. It's 50%. We're neck and neck with these two horrendous bands. Have a good one, Jerry. I voted for Ronald Reagan, just saying. Right. There you go, Mr. Marine. Angus, have a good one, Jerry. All right. Still 3-1, Jerry. Still 3-1 Argentina. I look, the Knicks, 4:45 left in the game. We look like we got this one in hand. Oh, OG with a dunk, 117-94. We are bringing it down on Dallas right now. This is good. This is good. Guys, hit that like button too. Hit the like button. I was off for so long. Yep, Snazzy, Angus. I guess everybody voted, man. This is terrible. I'm ending the poll. It's 50%. We didn't get an answer. Mr. Marine, take care. Jerry, we didn't get an answer. 10 votes, 50% apiece. Boy, oh boy. Wow. All right. All right. Well, that's what we got. 50% apiece. They're equally bad. Sabres take down Ottawa. Yes. Gunner, I needed that win. I needed Buffalo to win that game. Good. Ottawa's down. The Rangers got to win, beat the Kings tonight. I won't even be able to stay awake for it, man. They got to beat the Kings tonight, though. I think they're starting Jonathan Quick against his old team in LA. Remote tomorrow night. What's remote tomorrow night, Angus? Bruin, make the executive decision, Johnny. All right. All right. I'll put my executive decision in. If I had to choose one, if I had to, revote tomorrow night. Oh, I get you. I get you. I get you. I guess we could revote on that tomorrow night. You know what? Why let it linger? We got to do another poll. All right, here we go. Leaving it up to you guys. Since we got about 4 minutes left in the game, you got about 2 minutes to do this. All right, Knicks are really playing, man. They're really putting it on them now. They have to. You just got to beat teams like this that have nobody, have absolutely nobody. Looking good now. We're looking good now. Gunner, Lindy Ruff just got a 600 win with the Buffalo Sabres, coming the only second coach with 600 wins with a franchise. And I still think Lindy. Do you want him back next year, Gunner? Lamario, do you want Lindy Ruff back or do you want another coach? See, like me personally, I want Laviolette back with the Rangers. I don't think it's all on him. I don't think we have the right players. I think they came back, they ran it back with the same team with guys like Truba and people that had contract problems, guys like Kako and Philip Hedel who weren't playing well. We had to trade them. Then you're bringing in new players that may not have adapted to the system right away. Some worked well, some didn't. I wouldn't get rid of Laviolette just yet. You went to the conference finals. You were the number one team last year. This year was a major drop off. It's only 2 seasons in. The guy's got a hell of a resume. I wouldn't get rid of him yet. I just don't believe in changing coaches that fast. You got a third season to do it, and we'll take it from there. Angus, we could vote in the U.S. Senate and does a voice vote. There you go. Argentina just scored again. And the Knicks are up 119-96 with 4 minutes left, just under. Boy, Argentina's killing Brazil. Nobody saw this coming. 4-1 at the 73rd minute. I think they have that wrapped up. Uh, ooh, Victor could have been the final vote. Victor came in. Victor, another cellar dweller accounted for. Victor, you came in 1 second too late. We're doing on the poll, man. We could have used your vote. We needed a tiebreaker. When the Knicks get down to 3 minutes, I'll end the poll. It's 3:37. 3:37. The Knicks are rolling now, 122 to 96. This game is pretty much done. Victor, what is happening, man? Good stuff. Let's see here. The Knicks put in all their backups, so this game pretty much is a wrap. It's 122 to 96 Knicks right now, and 4-1 Argentina. Wow, this is a really big, big win here for them. Yeah, Cullen, no doubt. I didn't see it, Cullen, but that's exactly what I mean. They are Academy Award winners. These guys do it better than professional actors, man. All right. All right, guys, let's break it. Let's see what we got. I'm ending the poll. Johnny breaks the tie, 60%. Revote tomorrow, 40%. All right. If I had to choose one, if I had to choose one, that's the better band of the two. And I don't like either. I don't like either, but that's the better band of the two. It is. Coldplay is they're just the guy's voice is so irritating. So irritating. Oh, and that one jam they had a few years ago that they played over and oh the din and din din and din din and din and din din and din din and din and din din and din 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 and din din and you know the song. Oh my gosh. And they played it over. That guy's song is just blood curdling bad. Oh, can't stand it. That's a win for Nickelback. Let's go. Who else vote? Motley Crue, write and vote. Hey, Motley Crue's big time. It's one of my favorites. And even I wouldn't put Motley Crue in a Metallica Megadeth conversation or a Judas Priest. I wouldn't put them up there with them. But Motley Crue is a huge band and one of my favorite bands. But even I can tell you, I wouldn't put them in that kind of category. They're not in that category. Can't stand. I know, Bruin. I can't either. I can't. If I had to listen to one, it would have to be Nickelback over Coldplay. How's it go again, Johnny? You know the song, and I'm not going to sing it, but it's that piano that goes over and over. And he does that the whole time. It's awful. It's so bad. Now I'm going to have that song stuck in my head tonight. Oh, oh. I'm sorry I even did this poll. Now that song's stuck in my head. A minute 45 left in the game. The Knicks are up by, if he makes this shot, they're up by 21. This game's over. 126 to 105. Knicks. Tyler Kolek with a little, as Walt Frazier just said, a little hustle and muscle there at the end. Um, oh, that's McCollum, his first NBA shot. Beautiful. Michael Myers theme. Yes, it. Yeah, I guess it does, Gunner. You're right. I guess it does, Gunner. But good. Yeah, I guess it does. I guess it does. That's how scary Coldplay is. Michael Myers. There you go. Metallica was great until the Sandman era. Boom. When I talk about Metallica, I'm talking about their first four albums. First four. And I will say this. I will say this. Their first four albums are hard to match by any other band. The first four. To come out with those four, Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets, and Justice for All, those are like four massively great albums. Like, I don't know if any other band has come out with four consistent ones like that in a row to start their career. Now, overall, I think Iron Maiden's a better band than Metallica. Overall, career-wise, no doubt Iron Maiden's better than Metallica. They are. Period. They are. But did Iron Maiden have a start out with four albums better than those first four? No, I don't think so. You see what I mean? You see my point there? Career wise, there's no doubt Iron Maiden's better than Metallica. But for a pocket of four, I'd give that Metallica. Does that make sense? I hope I made that clear. Well, the Knicks definitely won this game. Uh, Pole player Nickelback, I'd rather have to sleep it up. Good one, good one. That's why I only left it at two, Victor. You jumped in late, Victor. You jumped in late. Everybody, okay, Victor, we're going to put you on the spot. All the other dwellers did it, including myself. Victor, if you had to choose one, Coldplay or Nickelback, Victor, you have to answer. You have to answer. Because everybody else answered. Nobody wanted to, but we all did it. Victor, pick one. Coldplay or Nickelback. Pick one. Until we wait on Victor, Mr. Marine, Motley Crue's first three albums are as good as they are. Definitely. Their first three out. Too Fast for Love is a tremendous album. Shout at the Devil. Tremendous album. Though they're killer. I told you guys this in the past. I had someone tell me that Bret Michaels was a better frontman than Vince Neil. I said, you are smoking crack. And smoking Bret Michaels is nowhere near Vince Neil in his prime. Nowhere near it. Nowhere near it. Poison's nowhere near Motley Crue in general, but a better frontman, Bret Michaels, than Vince Neil? No way. No way. That's not even a conversation. Bands aren't even a conversation. Like this, just it's not even comparable. Come on, Vic. Okay, Victor Nickelback. There you go. Okay, Victor, we're on the same page there. If you had to choose one, right? Okay, Captain. If Johnny starts reacting to Bollywood trailers, that I don't think I'll be 100,000 subs easy. That may be true. That's not a bad idea, Captain. It's not a bad idea. Jerry and I are talking about making a movie channel. We'll be into a lot of things are going to be happening. I'm still doing Johnny Basement. I'm just telling you, there's some other things we might do for movies only and that kind of a hangout channel. There's a lot of things going on. Mold Play and Camelback. Good one, Victor. Gunner, one, in my opinion, will always be their best song. Oh, Metallica, one. It's one of my favorites by them. It's a great song. It's a great song. I have others that I like better. But I mean, one is historical. There's no doubt about it. One is definitely historical, very deep song with the lyrics. Just amazing all around. Michael Bolt. Right up there with Neil Diamond, Victor. Neil Diamond and Barry Manilow. Motorhead are better than Metallica first four. Mr. Marine, you and I have had this discussion before, and I always feel it's very equal, very equal. I know Lemmy and Motorhead is your number ones. I love Motorhead, love Lemmy. I know he's your number ones. I'm Iron Maiden's my number one. Bruce Dickinson. And I mean, this is just like, we're talking about the GOATs, man, with the greatest of the greats, right? We're talking about legends. Everybody has an opinion on, but these guys are all legends. Dickinson, Lemmy, Rob Halford, Hetfield, and all these are just legends. These are the legends of the legends, man. So nobody's wrong in their opinions on these kind of guys. Uh, that was quick, Victor Gunner. Yes, that was quick. Snazzy choosing Coldplay. Are you trolling right now, Snazzy, or you really mean that? No, Bruin, no RIP basement squad. No RIP basement squad. Des was just talking to me about getting that going again. She just talked to me about getting that going again. It's going to be resurrected. How about that? Basement Squad is going to be resurrected. Jerry and I have some ideas for what we've been working on and making that a channel in itself. And of course, Johnny Basement will always stay here for the sports. And Lou, of course, will pop on as he always has, the Lunicorn, and Jerry will be on for like soccer. And we'll start doing some footy games. The ones that start here at 6 in the morning, there are a few random ones that do. We'll do some of those. David Lee Roth or James Brown? James Brown, Victor. James Brown. James Brown. And I love Van Halen more than Van Hagar, Victor. I like David Lee Roth, was a great frontman for Van Halen, but James Brown overall blows David Lee Roth away. Just blows him away. James Brown is just the king of soul, man. James Brown is just absolutely amazing. Motorhead, that's just my opinion. Motorhead first con, and I absolutely love early Van Halen. Motorhead first cons for me, 1980 New York City when I was 13. Yes. Oh man, seeing Lemmy back then. Wow. Amazing. Iggy Pop. Angus, there you go. Iggy Pop. That guy looks like how's that guy alive? Right? He looks like a skeleton with skin. He's legendary. Absolutely legend. Yeah, I don't find him the best, but he's a great frontman and his voice is great. Like I love Megadeth, but I don't think Mustaine has a voice equal to the people I just mentioned. Mustaine is a way better guitarist than Kirk Hammett, right? Uh, his voice just it's different, and I love Megadeth. It's just different. I just wouldn't put him in that Rob Halford, Lemmy, Bruce Dickinson kind of thing. Oh yeah, James Brown is just legendary, legendary. Should do a NASCAR segment. I should. I've been considering that, Victor. It's a long afternoon when you do NASCAR though, because if they have rain, as long as it doesn't rain, because it can become a 10-hour event. But I do NASCAR's yeah, it's a whole nother talk show. I heard Hetfield's a really nice guy. Yeah, apparently he is like really cool with the fans. Really cool with the fans. Rob Tyner was lead singer of the MC5. MC5. Is that shortened or is that actually their name? I'm not familiar. Let me look this up quick and we're going to call it a day here, guys. American rock band, MC5. How come I never. That one went over my head. I can't lie to you, Angus. That's why I didn't comment on Tyner because I don't know him. I don't know him, and that's my bad. I just don't know him. So I can't comment on it. Guys, we will see. What? Hold on. Marine, Lemmy, best front man ever. Then Metal God, Bruce, top three. Again, opinions of legends, Mr. Marine. We can't be wrong. We can't be wrong, right? You got Motorhead. I got Iron Maiden. We're all legends on this stuff, man. Just absolute legends. No one's wrong in this argument. It's like Walter Payton, Barry Sanders. You know, that to me is just all day. All day, who you got, you can't be wrong. Uh, all right, guys. I will see you guys. The Knicks play the Clippers tomorrow night. I should be on for that. Should. Definitely mark it down. Thursday, opening day Yankees, 3 o'clock, right here in the basement. I will be on. No doubt Thursday at 3, probably tomorrow. Probably. Give you 50% on that, but I'm back, guys. I'm back. You don't have to worry about that part. I am back. Just a lot of things going on here. So, again, guys, so appreciate everybody watching, sticking around, and hanging in there with me, guys. I really, really, really appreciate it. I enjoy coming on here with you guys. It's just a big hangout. It's a lot of fun. I will see you guys definitely Thursday, maybe tomorrow. Until then, we'll talk, man. See y'all later. Trying to see y'all later.